Today we are up in the glam room because your girl, like I said, I have not been up here in a minute. So I got some new makeup in from this black brand. You've probably seen her all over. I don't know if she's on YouTube. I'm not for sure, but she's definitely on TikTok and Facebook. And I'm going to leave her information down below. But this is her brand. So I did get her eyeshadow palette, which is the Paw Print eyeshadow palette. I may have showed it to you in a haul. But yeah, so let's take a look at it and see. Uh-oh, got the little film on top. But these are the pretty colors. I love, love, love. Those are really, really nice. Yeah, so it has lots of mattes and it definitely gives you different shimmers. So I love that very, very much. Yeah, you could do a lot of different looks. And then I also got her brushes. You can never have too many good brushes. So I got a set of her brushes. I also got, she does have lashes. I chose the classy. I chose the classic. I love her packaging with the print. That's so pretty. And so I got 2 of her classy lashes. Those are really, really cute. I like those. And then I got 2 of her, I think they're called, I don't want to say the wrong thing, base, eyeshadow base. So what I did, I got 2 colors. Let me show you. The first one I got was a mocha because they didn't have the other one that I wanted, but this is the shade mocha, which yeah. And then this one is the one I got for my eyeshadow, really, which is the light, and that's what that is. So this is what they both look like. So the light will probably be for right above, below your brow bone, and then I'll go in with the other color for the eyeshadows. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see how that works out because it's yeah. So yeah, mocha and light is the shades, but like I said, I'll put everything down in the description box below. I also got her setting sprays. I got, and I've already used them, but yeah, so I got the set and play setting spray. So this is more so, I guess, like to kind of melt all your powders. And then this is the super sealant fixing spray, and this says 18 hours. So I think it's Scratched by Kate is her name on both the platforms, but I'm gonna leave all her information down below. She's a beautiful black lady. I love her eyeshadow looks. If you're not following her, I definitely suggest you following her on her platforms. She's very good at showing you different makeup looks and stuff like that. Kind of like what I do, but she is I don't know if she still is, but I do know she was a makeup artist. So I don't know if she still does it or not, but yeah. So you can see I've been using it. I haven't been up here in a while, but I definitely have been using it and I am loving it. So I got both of these. So that's what we're going to be doing to create our look for today. Okay. Yeah. I'm also going to, it's summertime, spring, summer, whatever. And so I pulled out an oldie but goodie. It's kind of like a bob. I believe this is a color, I think it's 1B. I've had it for a while. And I don't remember where I got it from. But this is a human hair wig. But if I can remember, I'll probably go back into my videos and find the link. I'll definitely link it down below. And I want to just put some spiral curls or Shirley Temple curls and just kind of curl it, you know, comb them out. Because this will probably be the look for Mother's Day, minus the makeup, of course. But yeah, this is what we're going to be doing today. So I'm probably going to create a transition reel. I haven't done one of those in a while either. So I got to find me some music that I want to do a transition for. And yeah, we will definitely get into that. Okay. So let me get everything set up. I like to have all my stuff out. It just kind of makes everything go faster. I'll probably go ahead and install that and tie it down so it can get melted. So all we have to do is just the makeup. And then, yeah, that's probably going to be it for this vlog. Yeah, just do a look. That's what we're going to do. to this one. All right, so let me get set up and we'll be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. Sorry. I am also doing a transition or a reel or a short, depending on what platform you normally frequent. But so kind of doing the before, the middle, the after, all the things. So I'm not going to make this vlog long. So probably what I'm going to do is eventually just come back. You know, you'll probably see this. No, not come back. You'll probably see this. Because the thing of it is I'm going to record me actually doing my makeup and stuff, which will be a whole nother video. So I'm trying to decide if I want to end the vlog today, because my vlogs be so long. But anyway, I think that's what I'm going to do, just because they've been really long because of us going on vacation. So yeah, but just real quick, I did put my wig on, and y'all already know I don't keep my wigs on. So I only go in with the E-Bind adhesive spray, and because what I like about it, you know, you can do it. It'll stay all day, even maybe a day or two longer if you go in with your melting band and lay it tied up at night. But to just remove it is just get you some water. I always use one of my spray bottles and just soak it real good when you're ready to remove it. And just make sure you get in there real good and take your time removing the wig. So look, we don't want to lose our edges and stuff like that. Or, you know, depending on how well you laid it, pull your skin off. Because, I mean, it's still pretty strong, okay? So we're going to get into it. Y'all already know me. The first thing I always do, I am a brow first girly. I'm just going to go in with the brow glue. It's just something that I purchased from my local beauty supply. A lot of the brands have them, but this was $1. Okay, and it does the job. I have my mirror here, so if you see me looking down, try to keep that light from that glare, hopefully, from showing up on my face. Let's see if I can get it. So I like to do my brows first. So I've already done my skincare routine. Look, you need to do your skincare routine. I can't stress it enough. All right. Do your skincare routine, your serums, your moisturizer, all of that. Your makeup will turn out so much better if you do that. Okay. So we're going to go in with this, and I like to just go in, kind of work it in real good. And then just have them go straight up. I arched them probably a week ago, so they're probably due to be arched again, but we just gonna pretend like they not, okay? We gonna pretend like they not. All right. So I'm just gonna push them all up, make sure I got the brow glue worked in there really well. Okay, I'm gonna go over and do the other eye. I'm watching a little bit of YouTube. What are y'all doing on this beautiful Saturday before Mother's Day? Do you have any plans before Mother's Day? I don't cook on Mother's Day, so my husband does the cooking. Sometimes we buy out, but this time he's going to put some meat on the grill. We got ribs and links. We're not doing a whole lot, but ribs and links on the grill. And we always buy our potato salad. I think if you've been watching me, you've seen it. We get it from Albertsons. I don't eat potato salad, but everybody else does, and they say it's really good. So if you have an Albertsons near you, definitely go and check them out. And what else? And then, of course, we're going to have baked beans, macaroni and cheese, and I think my son is coming down. I think he's making a pie or something. You know, that's his thing. I think he still wants to have his own food truck, not a restaurant, but he wants to do his own food truck. So hopefully, you know, he's working towards saving for that. But you know how kids are. So I do that, and then I like to go in with my little flat little like spatula, and then I just like to make sure that they are laid down before they start drying. Okay, so I like to do that just to make sure that they are laying down before they dry. I don't know if I said that twice. So yeah, go in with my glue, and then I just go in with the spatula and lay them down. Okay. Like to do that. Like to do that. All right. Then, while they're drying, I'm going to go in with the light color base. Now, if you don't have an eyeshadow base, you can definitely go in with a light color concealer. I have different concealers. I normally go in with the, why can't I think? Too Faced. Oh my goodness. Too Faced concealer. Lighter color for the brow bone, and then a little darker color for your eyeshadow. Okay, so you can get little bitty ones like this. You know, y'all know I got plenty of them. Okay, but this is actually a base. Okay, which I do feel like I've used a base before. It's been a long time, because lately I've just been doing concealers, which is perfectly fine. But I do believe, according to the makeup artist, an actual eyeshadow base is definitely better. Okay, so I'm going to use my angle brush. Let me find it. Here it is. You don't have to be an angle brush, but this is what I use, just an angle brush. Okay, like I said, I didn't mention that, but I did purchase her brush sets as well, but they're so pretty. I don't know if I'm gonna use them today, but yeah, I did purchase, I forgot to mention that, her set of brushes. So I like to just take this out and I just go in with my angle brush. That way, you don't have to, you could actually use the part, you know, the brush or the sponge part on the concealer or base, whatever you're using. But I'm going to use my angle brush, and I'm going to go right up under the brow bone where I want it to stay lighter, hence using the light color base. And what I do is I just hit that area that I know I'm going to put a lighter shade of eyeshadow. Okay. And just blend it out a little bit, not too far. Okay. Not too far. Okay. And then I'm going to go over here on the other side. You can definitely work one side at a time. All right. And then I'm going to go in with a little darker color, which is in the shade Mocha. And then I'm just going to use the actual spun to apply some on the lid, and then go up under the brow as well. Okay, go up under the brow as well. And then blend this all out. Like I said, this is my first time using it, so we're going to see, because lately I've just been using concealer. So we get to see together if we feel like it made a bigger difference. And especially with me being a little bit more melanated, we're going to see. Because sometimes that's usually where I have an issue, is the payoff for my eyeshadow. I can't get the colors to pop because I feel like sometimes the concealer is just not, it just does not get it. So I'm going to try the base and see. Again with some more. Okay, but we're going to let that do its thing, let it dry. And I'm going to go ahead, because my brows should be dry, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. Now, y'all know me. I try using brow pencils. I am very heavy-handed. So I like to use, like, not old, but I like to go in with a mascara. And what I like to do is just take a lot of that excess mascara off and fill in my brows. Now, if you're good at doing your brows with your brow pencil, by all means do that. This is just, if you're not, one trick that I like to use. This one is just the Great Lash mascara brush. And I'm just going to go in and lightly, because you can always add more, but you can't take away without having to wipe it all off. I'm just going in lightly and following the strokes of my brows. Lightly. And again, since this is for a transition, not an everyday look, I'm going to probably make them a little bit intense just because I'm doing a transition. Okay. I don't really too much worry about my tail too much because I kind of like to do that last. But I just kind of go in and do about that much. And then I worry about the tail after I've finished my eyeshadow. Okay. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Like you can kind of see the difference. All right. And then we're going to go in, do the other side. You want to make sure you're getting the base of your brows, okay? And again, I just kind of take my time. I don't want to be too dark, so you want to make sure you're doing, don't be applying so much pressure, lightly, because like I said, you can keep building, but if you do it too heavy or you get a blob of mascara, you're going to have to wipe it. You're just going to pretty much have to start over, pretty much. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now the one thing I'm going to have to do, which I kind of hate to have to do, but you know what? I'm going to try something different. Like I said, I'm doing a transition. So, you know, it's like you got the before and then I got a middle and then, of course, the ta-da. So instead of wasting some product and messing up my goodness, my skincare, I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow catcher. And I'm going to go ahead and put these on. So this helps catch the fallout. Okay. You may have to get some of, you know, a little bit off, but it will catch the fallout. Okay. And I need another one. And I like these, especially if you're in a hurry. This will definitely save you some time from having to go back in and do your skincare again and all that. So yeah, I like to put these on. It'll also, if you're trying to do a wing, it will help you with the wing. Okay, so you'll have that nice edge. Some people use tape. You can. I like these, of course. And then it's just a matter of trying to make sure that I got them even. All right. So I'm going to go and record the second part of the transition. And then we'll be back. Okay. Got the second part of the transition done. And I just moved these down because, yeah. So, okay. We're going to go ahead and get started on the makeup. Okay, like I said, I am a brow girly first. So I've got that done. Pretty much went in with the black mascara and all of that. So we're going to go in. And let's see what I'm feeling like today. Now, I always do a smoky eye. My, what do you call it? Let me make sure I use the right word. My go-to look is a smoky eye, a black smoky eye with any transition color. I usually will take my transition color is usually whatever I'm wearing. So if I'm wearing purple or pinks or yellows, I'll use that as my transition shade. Now, if I'm doing an all black look, I'll go in with more like a neutral color, like maybe like something like a lighter brown or something like that for my transition shade. Just because that's how I am. That's how I am. So yeah. So I'm trying to decide. I didn't come in here with any type of plan, y'all. I just decided, let me get my butt up and do some work. Okay, let me do some work. So because I got a little bit of creasing, we're just going to go in and blend out some of that creasing, which does happen. It does happen. I don't care what brand you use, okay, whether it's concealer or base, it will crease. And then I have aged skin. I'm 57 years old, so, okay. Now, let's go in. You do need a blending brush. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy blending brush. Y'all, I'm telling you, I've got to go and get my, give me an appointment. So I'm going to go in with her Petite Crease brush. It's number 40. This is the one I'm going to be using to do my transition. And I like that she puts on her, you can do an angled crease. She has your buffing concealer. She has a precise liner. She has a powder brush, an expert blending brush. I absolutely love these brushes. A smudger, a prep and prime brush, and then a flat shadow. So she gives you, and a complexion perfection. I love it. I love them. And most brushes do come like that. They'll have a number and then they'll tell you what the brush is for. So definitely if you're a newbie, I would always say get you some brushes that will tell you what the brush is for. That'll kind of help you when you're doing your makeup and stuff, especially if you're following along with somebody. And then once you got it down, I just say get whatever you want to get, and then you can just kind of go for it. So, I want something that's bold. It's going to be in your face. I'm thinking about my transition shade being, I like that purple. It's so pretty, isn't it? My work daughter, Lexi, favorite color is purple. So if you're watching, Lexi, hi. So I'm going to go in probably and do. So she has two purples. So we have this really bright, bold purple, and then this purple here. And since I'm doing a transition, y'all know I want that in your face color. So I think I'm going to go in with that bold purple. Let's see, and I'm going to go in. So I like to smudge it. That's so you can see the purple. Isn't that pretty? And then I just tap, okay? And oh, and it does have a mirror here. I love when palettes have a mirror. I do, because sometimes when you're going to these hotels and stuff like that, the lighting is bad and you need another mirror and, you know, and all the things. So I'm going to go in that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go in the crease. All right. I always tell you to take your brush, find your crease, which is usually in that socket. All right. And you can mash it to make sure you're in there. And then you just want to dap it in. Oh my goodness. Look at that purple. Oh my gosh. All right. And we're going to just go in and we're going to do the windshield wiper method. Go back and forth in that, in your crease. Now, because the brush is fluffy, it's going to go above where you are, which is good. That's what we want. We want it to do that for us. Okay. So you want to just stay in your crease and just go back and forth. We call this the windshield wiper method. Okay. Oh my God. That, I don't know if it's the purple or if it's because I actually used the base. But nonetheless, That is beautiful. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness. Now, what I want to do, I'm not going to add any more product to this. Now I want to just take it and I just want to kind of lightly swirl up to the brow part. You know, just go up to the brow. That's why we did that. We went all the way up. And we're just swirling, 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 swirling. Okay? Just swirling. Right above it. Right above it. And it will kind of give you that blended out effect. Like I said, we're just kind of going up into that light color brow base. All right. Oh my goodness. This is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh my goodness. That's pretty. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's because I used her base or if it's the eyeshadow or if it's both. But when I say, yeah, normally, like I said, my color payoff does not be that good when I use my concealer. Okay, so I don't know, y'all. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Now, I do want to go in because I'm going to go in with that black. Let's see. I'm not going to even do, because sometimes I'll go in with a cream black and then go on top. But let's see how her black is without me having to do the cream black on the bottom for the base. We're going to see. All right. So I'm going to go in. Like I said, you want to take your brush. And this is just another brush. I think I got this. I think it came in a set off of Amazon, I think. But I don't know. I have so many brushes. But this is not her brush. You can see because it's black. But I want to go in and we just want to tap it in. Tap, tap. Okay. All right. All right. And then we're just going to go back and forth right in that crease. We started right here on the lid. Right there on the lid. And we're going to go right into the crease. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to do some swirls. Swirls. Okay. And we just want to blend it out. Okay. Let's just blend it out. Back in the crease. Ooh, y'all. Gonna be popping. Popping. Go back in the crease. Okay. I'm liking. I'm loving that. Okay. Now, it is dark. It's definitely black. But if you want it to be black, I definitely say you would need to go in with the black cream as a base and then put it on top. But, baby, I'm loving. Because sometimes when I just do the concealer, it just kind of looks ashy. Like almost gray. It doesn't really look black. So we're just doing a windshield method, which is blending out up into that purple. You don't really have to do it yourself just because the brush is fluffy. And then we'll come out here and we're just going to do some swirlies. Oh, man. That's pretty. That's pretty. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this eye over here. And then we're going to come back and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do right over here on the other part of the lid. So, yeah. All right, so I also decided I wanted another color, which normally I would do a lighter transition shade, but I went in and added this color here, which is more like I'm not really for sure. I'm gonna add that color right here at the top, just up here, just to maybe, I don't know, I'm saying tone down the purple right up there. So I just want to bring that down. Like I said, I normally will do the lighter color first. This is not a makeup tutorial. I'm talking and we just playing in makeup because I just want to create this look for my transition. And I thought I'm going to come on here. I love the fact that look at that. It just took over that purple. I mean, this is very pigmented, y'all. I can't wait to really do just an everyday look. Yeah. So, just to bring out that, pull out tone down that purple a little bit, but we're going to go back in. I'm going to go back in with this purple though, because I feel like I lost it, and just go back in the crease. Like I said, makeup is fun, and you can do whatever you want to do with makeup. You don't like something, you can take it off. You can, depending on the palette or the makeup, you can go over it. You can change your mind. That's what I like about good palettes. Good palettes. I see how I just went in and added another color, just a little bit more of something else. And then I'm going back in with this purple right over that black. And you see how intense that is? Oh my goodness. Like, and I got some good palettes that I feel like they don't be doing all that. They don't. Yeah, I normally sometimes have to wipe it off because it just don't. Now, what I will say, I do feel like I may need to go in. Not that I have to, but I feel like because of my, this, like I said, this is my video. I want it to be way more intense. So I'm going to go in with my, with me some black, because I feel like I need it. See, this is what happens when you don't come up in your glam room enough. This is what happens. You can't find nothing. So I'm just going to go in with this little bitty pencil, and I'm going to go in with my little black cream, because I want this black to be a little bit more intense for the transition. And I'm just going to go in down here and put some of this black cream down here. That's all. So if you ever want your black to be just a little bit more intense, at least that's my tip, I go in with a black cream and then do my black shadow over it. Especially when I'm doing like my smoky eye. If I'm doing a black smoky eye for evening attire or something like that, yeah. So I feel like it gives me a better payoff. And then I'm just going to go back over the black, back over it with the black eyeshadow. Okay. Yeah. And I'm just going to tap it on. Tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. I'm not going to smear. I'm just going to tap it because I just want it to be a little bit more black. Okay, I feel like that made it a lot more intense, which is what I want. Okay, let me tell you something. If you don't know how to do makeup and you're scared playing and it go, I mean, I know a lot of the OGs like Jackie Aina, Makeup Shayla, they don't really come on here like they used to do, you know, and do makeup, but their videos are still up. They're still up. I still like to go back and watch them do their makeup. It's just, I mean, they beautiful. Now that's just to name a few. There's plenty of them out there. The twins, I can't think of their names, but if I think of them, I'm gonna put it up here or I'll find it. When they was doing makeup and stuff like that, you know. Now here's where the we're gonna go in with it. Like, ooh, I'm gonna go in with a green, y'all. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's for a transition, and we want it to be a, you know. So I'm going to go in with this here. I'm going to leave it down below. I forgot the name of the brand, and y'all know I can't see without my glasses. But I'm just going to use my finger to put it on here. We're going to see how it turn out. And it's like it's pretty. All right. So we're going to go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. Go in with a little bit more. And you can use a brush, but sometimes your finger works just as good. Okay. Ooh, I think that's pretty. It's going to be real pretty for the video. And sometimes people have a hard time trying to figure out what colors go with what. Pull up your color wheel. Just pull up your color wheel. It's even like with your clothes. If you don't know really what goes well with anything, pull up your color wheel. It'll tell you. You know, there's so many tools out there now that you can use to dress, to do your makeup, you know. And us that's playing in makeup, look, we may not be as good as the makeup artists, you know, but practice makes perfect. And I'm sure that they played in makeup and played it and they perfected their craft, you know. So I'm going to go in and just pat some in because this is, oh, really, really, really pretty. I'm just going to go over it. I don't want to smudge. I just want to go over it, make it way more intense. Way more intense. Because she doesn't have a green in here, so I had to pull out a green. Ooh, yeah. That's pretty. That's pretty. That's pretty. Okay. I haven't really gotten that much fallout, as you can see. Then I want to go in the corner, and I probably would use like a flat brush. I want to use that. I'm going to find me a flat brush to do, because I'm probably going to go in with a lighter green for the corners. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me. Now for the under the brows, I'm gonna take a skinny, maybe just a flat brush, and I think I'm gonna go in. I don't want nothing too intense, but I might go in with this shade here. Let's see, I'm gonna swatch it first. Yeah, I think I like that one, so I'm gonna go in with that one under the brow. Yeah, let's see how that one is. Just to give me a little bit of color over that base. Because it's giving more of a white. And I don't want it to look white on the camera. So, let's see. And we're just tapping it in so it doesn't fall onto our other shadow. But I mean, I'm not really getting much fallout, and it just really gives you like a shimmer, which I like when it falls, the little bit that is falling, so I don't mind. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so we're going to stop right there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take these off. And I'm going to get me one of my cotton balls and clean up some of this fallout. Shape up our eyeshadow, of course. And where's my... And I got to get me some more. I use the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. They also have it in sensitive. So if you're sensitive, you can use that. And I'm going here and clean up. And when you're doing over here, how do you want your end? Do you want it to be rounded off? Do you want it to be more of a wing? Wipe it in that direction, which is what I do. And clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go get some more. I'm doing a makeup tutorial here at the house. I think next month. We're just close friends and some family members. That's, you know, some that always ask me about doing makeup and stuff, and some of them that just really want to learn. So I decided to host one over here. We're gonna have a good time, I think. Yeah. I had like about 21 people to RSVP, so hopefully they all show up, because your girl done spit some coins. So I hope they all show up that RSVP. You know how that go. People will RSVP and then don't show up or even cancel. So, you know, it's always a chance you take. But the good thing is, it's makeup. And if those don't show up, it's just makeup I can add to my arsenal. That's kind of how I have to look at it. But out of the 21, I feel like they will all show up. Okay. So I think I got it. I feel like some of this hair is in my eye, y'all. All right. So we've cleaned that up a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my, put my lashes on. Y'all know I'm not the best at putting on lashes at all. I struggle. I don't know what the problem is. I struggle. So anyway, let me get my lashes on and we'll be back. Okay, so we got the lashes back on. This is what they look like. Okay, hopefully you can see them. They're really cute. Again, that is by her brand as well. And I did get the classy ones. I did go, y'all saw me clean up under there. So I just went back in with my Olay Super Cream just to add a little, that moisture, I guess, back up under my eyes from where I wiped all my goodness off. Okay, because remember, you want to have that good foundation. Now, what I used I didn't order her lash glue, and because I think she does have lash glue, but I did just go in with this is a Super Stronghold 3D eyelash adhesive I got from my local beauty supply. Because listen, I just want, for my peace of mind, to feel like I am using some adhesive that is meant to be around your eyes. Because all y'all over there using wig glue, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an ophthalmologist. I don't know if that's safe or not, but can y'all stop doing that? Because you want them to stay longer. And then I just went in with my little lash things and just went in gently and, you know, pressed them, make sure they were good with my eyelashes. Okay. And then I'll probably go in with some mascara. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If I do, normally I'll do the mascara first and then let that dry, and then I'll add my lashes. But, you know, to each his own. Like I said, makeup, I feel like there are some things that you should follow a rule, but then there are other things I just feel like do it works. Do it works. Okay. So we got that pretty much done. I'm going to go in with my corner a little bit later. Next thing I want to do is go ahead and do my, my next step, which y'all know I like to go in with my Fenty Coffee translucent powder up under my eyes. That's just something I always do. This could be a time where you go in with your corrector, for if you have any hyperpigmentation, any blemishes, you can go in with your corrector. Most melanated sisters use orange, but I guess it depends on your undertone. They also have red corrector if you'd like to do that. So I'm just going to go in with my little wedge, tap it in like that, and I'm just going to go in under the eye and tap this in right up under the eye. Okay, I feel like it just helps with the hollowness. It could be a mind thing, but to me, I feel like it does help with my hollowness. But again, like I said, this is the point where if you need to color correct any blemishes, dark spots, or, you know, wherever, this will be, to me, the next step that I would do. Like sometimes I do get breakouts and stuff like that. That's when I would go in with my color corrector. And I normally use, I don't use, no, I use, this one is the LA Girls Pro Concealer Color Correct right here. And you can just go in and lightly tap it over your blemishes or anywhere you feel like you need to color correct. Maybe you have some hyperpigmentation. You could do that. And then also, I always take this straight up because I want to keep that angle on my eyeshadow. I don't know. I just like my eyeshadow angled. And I'm just filling this in with hollowness. I feel like it just helps. Okay. I just feel like it helps. And normally I'll bring this down because remember also, I get oily in my T-zone, and I just feel like this also helps with getting oily in my T-zone. So normally I'll just do this. I'll just, whatever's left, go around like that. Okay. Yeah. And then I'm going to go in with my setting spray. Setting spray. So setting spray, if you really want your makeup to stay on, you need to use your setting spray in between steps. So, which is what I like to do. And I learned that from, I think I watched Miss Jackie Ina do it. I believe. Jackie Ina. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go in with that. So I'm going to go in with the one size powder melt, since this is a powder. And I like to spray first and make sure that it's spraying. And I'll spray the whole face, okay? All right, and then we're going to let that dry. Because we want that to melt in, okay? I probably should put my hair up, y'all. Let's see. I wand curled it. Let's do that so it won't keep getting wet. I told you it'd be a whole thing when we be doing these little 15-second transition videos. But I just like it. Like I said, I come up here in my glam room and it's just, I'm away and all that. And I just have fun. I just like to come up here. I turn on my TV. And so I don't get copyrights, you know, I'm just watching it and all that. But this is my happy place, y'all. I just come in here and create and have a little fun. Now, we're going to go in with our concealer. So I'm going to do all of my wet stuff first. Okay, if that makes sense. So since it's a transition, I'm going to go in with my bright concealer and the color, where is it? Chai. Color Chai. Now, if you are a neutral girl, you don't like the brightness or whatever, then just do a skin tone concealer. You're just trying to hide any blemishes and all of that. So you don't have to use concealer if you don't even want to. Okay? Again, make it your own. Practice. Make it your own. So now I'm just going to go in with the color Chai. And I'm so happy I got me another mirror, y'all, because now I feel like I'm not always looking over here or looking down here. I can look straight ahead, even though I'm looking in the mirror, but at least I'm facing you guys. Yeah. And we're going to let it dry down a little bit, not a lot, because baby, this Born This Way concealer, it will dry down fast. So you want to let it dry down, okay? Also, I'm going to go in with a little bit on my chin, right above my lip and on my forehead. This is just everywhere that you want. When light hits, it highlights. So if you don't want that, then don't use a lighter concealer. Okay? Don't. Okay? Then, also, I have, this will be the first time I use, because most of the time I use a powder contour, but this is Juvia's Place in the shade, oh my goodness. I'm going to put it right here. Again, I can't see. All right, I can't see. All right. So I'm going to use that to conceal. A lot of people have been doing the underpainting lately. Yeah. So I'm going to just go in with my my spray just to dampen my sponge. You can use your set spray, a little bit of water, whatever. And I'm going to do this under the eyes last. I'm going to go ahead and do my chin. And you don't want to spread it. You just want to tap it in. You're not trying to spread it too much, okay? Just where you want a little bit of highlight, okay? There's where you want a little highlight. And I normally take this up. Okay? Take it up, take it up, take it up. Hit the forehead. Again, we're just blending this out a little bit. Not spreading it, but just blending it out. Okay? Just blending it out. Is this necessary? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay? Absolutely not. Okay, you just want to tap it in because we're going to blend those edges out when we get ready to add our foundation. Okay? Now I'm going to come up here and blend under the eyes now. Okay? So tap and blend. Okay? A lot of people use a concealer brush. I'm just used to using a sponge. Most makeup artists I see, they use a brush. Okay. So I'm just tapping. And then you want to come down and just kind of, once you blend it, you want to just tap so you don't have no harsh line. Just tap because remember, we're still going to contour. Okay. But you don't want to have harsh lines. So I like to blend all my edges. I am a blending girl, okay? You want to blend those edges. You don't want to have harsh edges. Okay? And I'm going to do the other side. I'm watching one of my people that I follow on YouTube. They are a travel agent company, and I will list the people that I follow, the travel agents that I follow. I've never used them, but I do follow them, and if I wanted to plan a very intricate trip, I would probably use one of them just because this is what they do, and more than likely they've been to these places. They're gonna take care of you. Now I'm just going on a cruise and stuff like that. I can do that myself and book an excursion, or if I'm just gonna fly somewhere, you know. But if you really want, you don't want to do all that either, and you want somebody to do all the work and plan everything, then yeah, I say use a travel agent. Okay, so I'm going to blend up a little bit because remember, still got to do the corners of my eyes. So I'm going to have somewhere for my shimmer to lay. So got that blended. And then you want to blend good, y'all. Blend well. Don't be in a rush. This is probably the one thing that I tell people all the time is when you are blending, this is where you want to take your time when you're doing your blends, okay? And now that I'm finished, I'm just going to try to hit those edges a little bit because most of the product is, you know, I've used it. So just so it's no harsh lines, right? Okay. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to go in with my contour. Like I said, this is under. I'm going to go in with that. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to go in with my foundation. Y'all already know I have lots of foundation. I do. But I love the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop. And I use the shade 22. Y'all, I'm not even going to front on you. I have bought so many. I really love this, shade 22. And I know, y'all know how makeup is. It's here today, gone tomorrow. So I always make sure. Matter of fact, I think I have it on subscription. Yeah. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to put this under my concealer. So see, you really won't have to use a lot. I'm going to put a dot there, maybe a dot there. So, okay, because I don't put foundation under my eyes unless I'm not going to put on anything else, and I just want it all. I'm not gonna do no concealer, I don't want no highlight or anything like that. Then that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of, just a little bit, to just dampen my sponge, just a little, okay? And then I'm gonna blend my foundation out. Okay, I'm gonna blend it out. I'm gonna hit that right on that line. See, I try not to use a lot of makeup, even when I'm doing my transitions. Even though it's dramatic, I still don't want to just be wasting makeup, okay? So, yeah, under the chin. A lot of people use a foundation brush. And, you know, I'm just doing this. Up, straight up. Because we want to always go up, okay? Especially us that's aged a little bit. We don't want to, you know, to go straight across. We want to lift the face. So everything be like illusion. You want to go up under your neck. Hit them ears. Won't really matter because of the way my hair gonna be, but yeah, get that neck, blend it down, and then I'm gonna just squeeze this and just kind of hit this around my brows, because I don't want to do too much up here. Go around up here at the top, okay. Whew. Or my corporate tunnel in my hands has started back bothering me, y'all. And I'm just like, no, not now that I've retired. You finna start acting up. Where they do that at? Okay. Where they do that at? So I'm just going to go around, okay, around the concealer where I highlighted at, because we want to hit those edges, right? Always blending out those edges. Tap, 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 tap. Squeeze and go around your brows, okay? Coming down. And then, so you shouldn't have too much left on there. And you just, okay? You're just hitting it, okay? Just hitting it. You can go up a little bit because, you know, I blended it out. So you can go up a little bit. Main thing is you don't want any harsh lines. Like I can kind of still see it. You're not going up too far, but you are going to blend it because you don't want harsh lines, okay? All right. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. All right. And see, I really didn't even use a lot. So, like I said, my foundation, even though I don't be up every day, even if I did, it would last me a long time because you don't need foundation over your whole face, okay? So now I'm going to take the Juvia's Place, I think this is mahogany, if I'm not mistaken, to do my contour. And remember, we're going upwards. So some people do here. So let's think about the dots. So like right at your, where your baby hair, or right on the end. So I might do a dot, 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 and a dot. Okay, might need a little bit more on this side. Just a dot, and a dot, 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 and a dot. Okay, if that gives you any idea. Because we want it up, remember? Remember? Now, I don't really do too much to the forehead. I'm going to put a little bit. Maybe, we'll just make it even. Okay, we'll do that. Now, you can do down here to do the chin. I don't think I'm going to do all that. I just don't think I'm going to do all that. Then we can do a brush if you like, which I think I'm going to. You just do a brush, a fluffy brush. Like I said, this is just from a set from Amazon. Okay. So what I want to do, we always going up. Okay. You just want to take your brush and go up. Up, 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 okay, to blend it out. All right, blend it out. Okay. Especially if you're my age or older, or you got a little sagging skin, you always want to go up with your contour because we want to fight against gravity, right? We're fighting against gravity. Then blend out, blend out, blend out, blend out. Whew. This is usually why I always do my wig last sometimes. But I guess it makes sense because even if I did my wig last, I still would have to take the makeup off, you know, clean it up. So still wasting makeup. But yeah, normally I do my wig last though. So you want to make sure you blend that contour out. Make sure you're going up. Okay, we're going up towards the hair. Okay, up. Not out by the earlobe, but up. Okay, you're blending up. Okay, blending up. That is what we want to do because we want to lift, especially if you're OG. Yeah, we want to blend up. All right. So there's that. Now, I don't have liquid blush. If you do liquid blush, you want to go in with your liquids. My next thing is, of course, going to be powder. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the bronzy deep dark. This is also by Juvia's Place. So this is the powder. So I went in with the mahogany liquid, and now I'm going to go in with the powder. Now, oh, y'all. Now what I want to do is go in and spray, because this was my liquid. So I'm going to go in and spray that because I want to set it. I'm just kind of, it don't really matter because I'm not going anywhere, but I say in between sets. So once you do your liquids, do some setting spray, then you do your powders, all of that, because you want your makeup to last throughout the evening or the day, whatever it is, okay? All right. Because like I said, when you go through all of that to do your makeup, you want it to last throughout the night, you know, the evening, you know, you don't want it to move, go away and all of the things. So like I said, I'm going to go in with this one. Again, this is the deep dark. And I'm going to go right over the liquid. Okay? Right over that. Straight up. That's it. I'm going to go right over that. Okay? Do you have to do both? Of course not. You can do whatever makes you happy. Okay? And I'm just going to go right over that with the powder. All right, remember, up, 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 up. We do not want gravity to, we don't want to assist gravity by going outward or downward. You always want to blend up with your contour, okay? It's like an illusion, Now I'm going to go in, once we've done that, I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier powder to set up under my eyes. And I'm going to just use a powder puff. A powder puff. A powder puff. And this was in the shade, I think, medium. Yeah, medium. Excuse me, medium deep. Okay. And you're just going to tap it in. And then you want to go in here just to get some of that excess off. And we're going to tap, not swipe. We're just tapping, people. Tapping. Okay. To set our concealer. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. So we're not swiping. We're just tapping it in. Tapping it in. Tapping it in. Okay, tap, 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 tap. Another person that I follow is, her name is Savannah Silver. Beautiful, beautiful. I love her makeup application when she does it. Oh my goodness. If you're not following her, I don't know what you're doing. Like I said, I'm going to leave them down, their channels down below, the people that I like following. There's plenty of them. Taste of Pink. She does a lot of wigs, but she'll do her makeup too on here, and you'll be like, oh my God. When I tell you my melanated sisters are beautiful and they are so talented. Not to take anything away from anybody else, because I really wish we lived in a world where we all just loved everybody and admired everybody, because everybody has something to bring to the table. And I just wish the world could just see that we're not here as a threat. Black people are not here as a threat. We're just here. We just like y'all. We just want to live our lives. We want to be able to work, feed our families, take care of our families, and just enjoy life. I mean, that's all anybody wants. I just don't understand why we can't do that. I don't. Okay. Now, some people like to bake. It's really up to you. I don't bake. I mean, I don't feel a need to bake. I like to make sure I get it all in there like I want it. I don't, leave any excess on there. I actually get it on there, in there how I want it. Go around the mouth. Everywhere I put concealer, okay? That's what I do. All right. And then you have the melt. I do, like I said, you can go in with the one size, but since I'm using her stuff, I'm going to go in with this to melt the powder and everything. And you want to shake it up. Shake, 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 shake. And then we want to spray it so it'll melt the powder. Okay? And walk out of here looking like the Walking Dead. Dry this down, and then I'm gonna go back to the eyes and get my under eye. So I'm gonna use the black to smoke it out up under there. Smoke it out. I'm gonna add my inner layer. We're gonna do some blush, lipstick, fix the hair, and we're gonna get up out of here. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Y'all know me. I be talking. I like talking to y'all. Don't y'all like talking to me? So now we're going to go back to the eyes, all right, before we do anything else. And I want to go back to that black. Yeah, so I need me a flat brush. And I'm not going to use all my pretty, oh my God, they're so pretty. All the pretty brushes that came with it, but they're good brushes. So I'm going to go with just a flat brush. And I'm going to go back in to that black and tap it into that black to do my liner. Yeah, you heard me. Tap it. And you want to just take your time. You don't have to smudge it. You can just tap it in so you don't get any fallout. Since we done already did all that good stuff under there. Because, yeah. Because like I said, it's so pigmented. You ain't got to really... all that other stuff you don't have to do. That smudging and trying to get it. Because, baby, y'all see that? All I'm doing is tapping it in there. And a lot of black eyeshadows and palettes that I've tried, you got to put in some work. You got to do a little bit, Oh. And I'm just tapping. That's all I'm doing is tapping. Ooh, okay, I'm going to have to take this because I done got up on my eyeball. Take your little thing and hold that down. Clean your eyeball. Don't be scared to touch your eyeballs, y'all. I ain't going to... Don't be afraid to touch your eyeballs. All right. Now, I got that, and I feel like... Ooh, that's so pretty. I feel like I want to take some of this purple. I do, and go up under that black. I do. I really do. And I'm going to use that same brush and go back in that purple, tapping it in there, and just go up under that black. Like I said, again, if you were going to a party or some type of event, or like me doing transitions, yeah. But for everyday look, unless you buy that, yeah, you don't have to do all this. Okay. This would definitely not be an everyday look for me, you know, no. And for any of you young men or men, whoever you are, that be in my comments talking about all the makeup, why you here? I don't understand why you here. Because if you don't wear makeup, why you here? Why you here? And I'm just gonna lightly brush that. Because I don't be understanding. You have somebody once said, because if you don't like women with makeup, then don't date a woman with makeup. Okay? Because I already know. Sometimes they come here from the YouTube shorts, and they'll say stuff like, because y'all know, I mean, I'm 57. I'm gray haired. I'm seasoned, and it's okay because I'm blessed. I'm still here. Somebody lay down with you and wake up, they're gonna be ready to fight. First of all, the only person laying down with me is my husband, okay? And he already know what I look like with or without makeup. But my other thing is, when I always like to say, if you are sleeping with somebody and you don't know what they look like without makeup on, that seems like a you problem more than a them problem. So why would you want to fight them? Because had you taken the time to get to know them and dated them, and you at some point would see them without makeup, right? Just thought I'd put that out there because some of y'all be, yeah. All right, guys. Camera died. All the things ran out of storage. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyway, so what I did while I was waiting on my camera to cool off, I went ahead and finished the brow on this side and added my highlighter in my my teardrop. So we're going to go ahead and do that really fast. And this is by Fenty Beauty. It's very precise. I like this here when I'm doing my brows. So it's real precise. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up over here. And again, don't be heavy, light-handed, okay? All right. And just finish it off over here. Fill it in, whatever you need to do. Okay. Now, I sometimes go in and just add some little strokes in there. Okay. So that's what I like to do with the Fenty pen. Okay. And then we're going to go in with the lighter green with just a brush. And I'm just going to wet it just a little bit. Just a little. Okay. So I don't experience any fallout. So I'm just going to kind of tap it a little bit on my back of my hand. And I'm going to go in with the light green. And we're just going to add some to the brush. And then we're going to go in angled. Okay. Right. And I want to, right in the corner, just like I did over here, I'm going to add a little bit. Okay. And, okay, tap a little bit off. And I kind of want to go into the green, okay? So another blending, all right? Just blending it into the darker green, all right? That's what I want to do. Tap a little bit off and apply and blend, okay? Blending, blending, blending. Whether it's your face or your eyes, you always want to blend, okay? So it's not where you can tell where one color starts and one color stops. You want to blend, okay? See how much better that looks when you blend the colors. And it's just a mere swiping it into the other color. That's it, all right? Now I need to contour my nose. And I'm just going to go in. You can go in with an angle brush. It's up to you. I just go in. Where is it? I'm just going to go in with a little fluffy brush with a lighter color on the bronzing palette from Juvia's Place. And I always start under the brow and I come down and follow the side of my nose. Down the side. That's all I'm doing. Under the brow, come down the side. I don't over contour. I don't feel like I do. Even on my transitions, sometimes I try not to. I just don't feel like it's necessary to do it. I mean, I like my nose. And I just go down the sides. Okay. That's it. That's all. Now, I'm going to go a little bit heavy just because it's for a transition video, but you don't even have to do this if you don't want to. It's definitely not necessary. I promise you that. Now, you can take a little bit of this, or you can actually get out, and I do have a another palette, but if you want to go in with a little bit lighter around the forehead, you can, you know, because you can contour and you can bronze, and I'm just using some of that on my forehead just to kind of bring back a little bit of color up at the top on my forehead. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place. This is the Saharan Blush Volume 1. This is my favorite when it comes to blush. I'm probably going to go in with this because it's kind of close to the transition shade I kind of added on my eyeshadow. And remember, up. I don't do liquid blush. I have never even tried it. And we're just going up, okay? We're just going up, and we're going to blend these two together, your contour and your blush. Once you do your line, you just want to go between the two and just blend, okay? Really, really easy, y'all. But remember, we're going up, not out to the side, but straight up the temple, and then just marry the two together, okay? Once you pretty much got it where you want it, and then you just want to blend between the two, okay? You don't have to do a lot. Sometimes I'll go around my temple, around the forehead, just add a little more color. Okay. And then for my, I'm also going to be using their, I think it's harem, but I'll put it down. It's kind of, you know, I can't see it. But this is the gold is what I'm going to use to highlight just a little bit on my nose. Right up here, just a little bit. Hit the little tip of your nose a little bit. I don't know if people even still do all this, but I like to rub it in real good. Yeah. Especially when I'm doing my transition shades. Oh, and I was experimenting with my lips, so let me take this off. Trying to decide on a color while I was letting my camera cool off. Now, if you want to hit the cheeks, you can, because hey, we like highlighting, right? We like highlighting. I don't do too much, just enough. If you're out in the sun, it's gonna hit that, but I don't do too much, honestly. Just a little bit on my cheeks. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and melt everything in, okay, and then we'll work on the lips. Okay, shake it up. This just melts everything in, so you're not walking around looking like you casket ready. You know what I'm saying? You need to melt. So like I said, I'm using her Set and Play. And then once that dries, then I'm going to go in with the sealant. And it's supposed to be like an 18-hour hold. Hey, we setting, baby. Look, I'm in Texas. It gets hot. So you want your makeup to stay. Okay? We want it to stay. So So I'm gonna go ahead and dry this, and then want to set it, and then want to do the lips, fix the hair, and do a little bit of posing, and we're gonna be out of here. the sealant, shake it up, and spray. Okay. Now I believe when you have a bold eye, you should have maybe a neutral or nude lip, but to each his own, because hey, like I said, do what makes you happy. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with this NK lip pencil. It's in the color coffee. I thought about doing another color, but I think I'm gonna go in with this one. Let's see how it looks. And I'm gonna overline my lips a little bit, just a little bit. Because like I said, we want the eyes to be the show. Okay. So just a little coffee liner. And then I'm going to go in with this here is another by NK. It just says A66. I don't know. We're going to try this. Yeah. Let's see if I like this. It still has a little color, but it's not red. It's not, you know, wine. So really toned down. Could have just went with a clear gloss, really. And then let's do something to the hair, and then we're going to be back, okay? All right, guys, so we are back. I just finished doing the transition reel. You'll notice the hair is going to be a lot different. So I wanted a little bit more, what is it, tousled in the transition video. But yeah, you know, your girl's 57. I am gray, salt and pepper. So sometimes I just like to pull out the black wigs. You know, it's just, I don't know. But nonetheless, this is the finished look. I absolutely love this palette. The Paw Print palette by this young lady. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. By the time you see this, will probably be Tuesday. Possibly Tuesday. I know she did have a 30% off going on the site. I don't know if it'll still be going on by the time you go over there, but definitely go over and check it out. I definitely recommend this palette. The pigment is wonderful. I'm definitely thinking that using an eyeshadow base other than a concealer, which you still can, but using an eyeshadow base, I feel like definitely gave me even better payoff with the color. But this is definitely a pigmented palette, and I love, love, love the colors. Loving the lashes for sure. So definitely go check out her lashes. You can't go wrong. Look, it's going to be summertime. I'm in Texas. It's hot. I definitely recommend getting her setting spray. You want to melt that powder and everything in, and then you want to seal it. You can't go wrong, okay? You just cannot go wrong. Her brushes, I love them. I love the fact that it says what the brush is for. But again, you can use your brushes however you like. But if you're a beginner, sometimes I feel like those are the better brushes. The ones that actually say what they're for. As you can see, I haven't used, they're so pretty. I really don't even want to use them. But they're pretty, and I like the fact that they tell you what the brush is for. So, hey, go check her out. Everything's going to be down below. Like I said, it's not sponsored or anything like that. But if you want to go follow her on one of the other platforms, let her know that I sent you over there. Like I said, she probably don't even know who I am. But nonetheless, we all out here supporting one another. Let her know I sent you over there and that I am absolutely happy about this palette. Yes, I think this is going to be my go-to from now on. Okay, it just is. Anyway, I don't want to hold you long. I hope you guys had an amazing Mother's Day. And all the things got good goodies. Matter of fact, let me just go and throw that out. My daughter was going to work and she was like, I'm going to be sleeping in the morning. So she got me something from James Avery for my gift. And I got a card. I haven't opened it. I'm not going to open it up till tomorrow. But yeah, so she wanted me to go ahead and have that because she was like, Mom, I'm going to be sleeping in the morning. So I want to go on and give you that. So I appreciate that. That's so nice of her to get me something. I appreciate that. But anyway, look. If you are feeling everything you saw, you enjoy my personality, and you're not subscribed, it's free. It's free. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss when I upload another video. Over here, we do wigs. We do makeup. We do Vlogging. I vlog my life. I'm blogging this journey now in retirement. I'm also doing a series regarding the retiring from the federal government. So if that's something definitely you're interested in about the process of retiring, definitely want to check out. I think I've got about 5 or so videos, which I'll link down below in numerical order, especially starting with my how and my why. At 56 years old, I decided to retire, and just follow along with my journey to see how this process works and how long it takes to actually start receiving your full benefits and retirement. Okay, because it's definitely not immediate. Anyway, so also we do a little traveling over here. We did start another channel, Babe and I. It's called Katie and Cammy's Adventures. That's linked below as well. So if none of that is anything you're interested in, but you do like to travel or you like to do both, go over there, subscribe, turn on your notifications. It's only probably 2 or 3 videos over there because we really haven't been doing a whole lot, or anything different. So the last few cruises have been on Mariner Seas, which is already posted over there. A more thorough walkthrough of Mariner of the Seas on Royal Caribbean. So, but as we go on through this whole journey of retirement for me and my husband through his last few years of working, we are definitely going to be doing a lot more going. We're going to figure this thing out because just like most places, you only get about 5 weeks. So we're going to figure it out. But that is definitely where it will start over here with like the planning and the packing and all that. But the actual video would be over there. So please do us a favor, subscribe. We need to get those 1,000 subscribers up there and get those watch outs on that channel as well. But please turn on your notifications, okay, so you'll know when we upload over there and over here. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I respond to all of my comments. I do. Okay, swipe over a little bit, hype this video up so YouTube knows you enjoy it, so they can keep pushing my videos out. And like I said, I took a little break. I'm back to doing my transitions, which I love to do. I really do. So I'm going to be back in that. I'm going to be more consistent. I'm going to do my part because y'all are doing y'all part. And you know what? I thank you. I thank you, because yes, we are monetized over here if I hadn't mentioned it. So, and I couldn't have did it without y'all. So I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Okay. But anyway, this is the final look. I absolutely love it. I'm going to go downstairs and mess with my hubby a little bit because he just, you know, it just tickles him how I transition, but he absolutely loves it. He loves me plain Jane. He loves me with the makeup. So I appreciate all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, I know I got single friends out there, and I know it's hard out there in them single streets. I know, but pray about it. Take your time, be patient. And hey, you'll meet that one. If it's called for you to meet that one person, he will come. I promise you. And that's something else we're going to talk about in another video. But anyway, I'm going to get up out of here and all the things. I love you guys. And until next time, Kammy loves you. Mwah. Tonight I'ma let you do your thing, yeah. Tonight I'ma let you be a rider. Giddy up, babe. Tonight I'ma let it be fire. Tonight I'ma let you take me higher. Tonight, baby, we could get it on, yeah. We could get it on, yeah. Do you like it, boy? Want what you want. Give it to me, baby, like boom. What I want is what you want, nah.